You're thinking about buying the HyperX Clutch Wireless gaming controller. You're looking at that wireless freedom, that phone clip, the promise of a multi-platform champion. I bought it, I tested it, and I'm going to save you from a very expensive mistake. But here's what surprised me. This isn't just another boring review. This is the brutal, honest truth about the one problem you will absolutely hate. Therefore, stick around because what I discovered might make you reconsider your entire purchase. For the best price, click the link in the description. So let's get the pleasantries out of the way first. The HyperX Clutch Wireless is, on paper, a fantastic idea. It's a wireless controller that works on PC, Android, and more. It has a detachable phone clip for cloud gaming or just chatting on Discord. It has a standard layout so you're not learning some alien button scheme. And it's often sold as an Amazon renewed product, which means it's cheaper and supposedly inspected to work and look like new. Sounds perfect, right? Therefore, why would I tell you not to buy it? The short answer is the battery, but the long answer is a roller coaster of disappointment that starts with its greatest trick. Here's the first mini promise. I will show you why the wireless freedom feels more like a leash. The connectivity is, frankly, its best feature. You can plug it in via USB, connect with Bluetooth, or use the included 2.4 GHz wireless dongle. Switching between devices is relatively painless. I used it on my PC for some Steam games, and it felt responsive. No major input lag that I could detect. I clipped my phone in and played some Xbox Cloud gaming and it worked. So far, so good. But then, after about 2 hours of this seamless, wireless bliss, I got my first warning sign. A little notification on my PC. The battery was already low. 2 hours. That's like watching one long movie, but with more button mashing. It's a rechargeable battery, which is great in theory, but the life is so short it feels like it's powered by a potato and some hope. You'll be charging this thing more than you'll be gaming. It's the gaming equivalent of a pet that needs to go out every 20 minutes. Therefore, let's talk about that Amazon renewed status, because it's a crucial piece of this puzzle. The product description says it's been professionally inspected and tested to work and look like new. This is a major rehook for anyone looking for a deal. Is buying it renewed the secret to getting a good product? Well, here's the twist. When you buy a renewed electronic device, especially one with a built-in battery, you're playing battery lottery. Batteries degrade over time, even if the controller looks pristine. That like new inspection might not involve a rigorous battery stress test. So you might get a controller that holds a charge for 4 hours, or you might get one that dies in 90 minutes. It's a gamble. And for a wireless controller, the battery is its lifeline. Without a good battery, it's just a wired controller with extra steps and constant anxiety. I've seen reviews from people who got a renewed unit with a fantastic battery, and others who got a dud. My experience was toward the dud end of the spectrum. It's inconsistent, and that's a huge problem. Now, let's dive deeper into the physical design, because not everything is a downer. The controller itself feels okay in the hands. It's lightweight, which some people like, but it also feels a bit hollow and less premium than, say, an Xbox wireless controller. The buttons are clicky, the triggers are decent, and the joysticks have a good grip. The star of the show for many is that detachable phone clip. It's a solid piece of plastic that clamps onto the top of the controller. Here's joke number 1. Attaching your phone feels less like gearing up for a mobile gaming session and more like performing a delicate surgical procedure. You have to balance it, clip it, and pray you don't drop your phone. Once it's on, it works, but it makes the whole setup very top-heavy. Your wrists will get a workout. It's like gaming with a small tablet glued to your forehead, but for your hands. Therefore, we arrive at the core issue, the deal-breaker for me, the synergy of these problems. You have a short battery life. You have a phone clip that encourages long mobile gaming or streaming sessions. These two things are in direct conflict. Nothing kills the vibe of a good gaming stream or a long RPG session on your phone faster than a controller dying mid-boss fight. You'll find yourself constantly looking for the USB cable, turning your wireless dream into a tangled reality. It defeats the entire purpose. At that point, you might as well buy a cheaper, wired controller and a separate phone stand. You'd save money and hassle. But wait, there's more. Let me rehook you with this. The wireless connectivity itself has a hidden quirk. I promised you 4 jokes, so here's number 2. Using the 2.4 GHz dongle is so simple, even your pet hamster could probably figure it out. The problem is, you'll need that USB port for charging so often, you might just leave the dongle permanently connected to your PC. And if you're using it on Bluetooth with your phone, you better have a power bank handy because that battery is going on strike. This brings us to the standard layout. It's familiar, which is good, but it also feels a bit cheap. The D-pad is mushy, not the crisp, clicky D-pad you want for fighting games or precise menu navigation. It gets the job done, but it doesn't inspire confidence. It's the gaming controller equivalent of plain toast. It's fine, but you know there are better buttered options out there. Therefore, let's talk about who this controller is actually for. It's a jack of all trades, master of none. It works on PC, Android, and other devices for cloud gaming. That's its biggest selling point. If you absolutely need one controller to rule them all, and you're always near a USB port, it's a contender. But if you value long, uninterrupted wireless sessions, look elsewhere. The battery life is its Achilles heel. And when you combine that with the uncertainty of the Amazon Renewed program for battery health, the risk might not be worth the discount. You could get lucky. Or you could get a very expensive paperweight that needs constant life support from a charging cable. Here's joke number 3. The promise of wireless versatility with this controller is like buying a convertible car that only works with the top down when it's not raining. Sure, the feature is there, but the conditions for enjoying it are way too specific and fragile. Now, let's check the top reviews from Amazon to see if I'm crazy. While I don't have the exact text, the sentiment I've seen online is split. Many praise the connectivity and the phone clip, but a significant number of reviews, even on the new version, complain about the exact same thing. Abysmal battery life. Some report 4 to 5 hours, others report 2 to 3. That's a massive range, and none of it is great. For comparison, mainstream controllers from Sony and Microsoft can easily last double that on a charge. This isn't a minor nitpick. It's a fundamental flaw in a product whose main job is to be untethered. Therefore, we reach the resolution. What's the final verdict? Should you ever buy the HyperX Clutch Wireless? My honest, no-holds-barred answer is, probably not. Not unless you find it for a shockingly low price and you treat it as a wired controller that occasionally goes wireless for very short periods. The battery problem is too big to ignore. The Renewed model adds another layer of risk. The phone clip is a nice bonus, but it's not worth the core compromise. There are better dedicated PC controllers. There are better dedicated mobile controllers. Trying to be both, this controller fails to excel at either. It's a lesson in feature checkbox design without considering the real-world user experience. Before I give you my final recommendation, here's the last joke. Joke number 4. Using this controller feels like being in a long-distance relationship with your power outlet. You cherish the moments you have together, but you're always counting down the minutes until you have to see it again. It's clingy. So, what should you do instead? If you want a reliable, wireless multi-platform controller, save up a little more and get something with a proven track record for battery life. Look at the standard Xbox wireless controller if you're mostly on PC. For mobile gaming, there are more ergonomic options designed specifically for phones. Don't let the siren song of versatility lead you to a product that will frustrate you every time you use it. The HyperX Clutch Wireless is, unfortunately, a concept that doesn't quite deliver on its promises. The problems, especially the battery, outweigh the benefits. Therefore, I stand by my title. Don't buy the HyperX Clutch Wireless, at least not without lowering your expectations to the floor. If you want to check the current price on Amazon for yourself, or if you're a gambler at heart and want to roll the dice on a renewed model, the link is in the description below. That's the best price you'll find. Thanks for watching this honest review.